everybody, welcome to my channel. Thanks for stopping by. If you like my videos, please don't forget to give them the thumbs up and subscribe. It really helps my channel grow. So I went to this elderly lady's house the other day, and she had gorgeous 1930s fabrics, and I bought everything she had. The only problem is when I got it back, I noticed some of them were dupes, so I'm actually gonna sell them for a blowout price. If you know fabrics, you'll be able to differentiate them. I know they're mixed in, but I'm gonna sell this 8 ounce. This is what 8 ounces is. You'll get an 8 ounce pack like this, mixed, for $25. So if anybody's interested in this, let me know. You'll get quite a bit, and if you want to get a pound, I'll give it to you for $40. How's that? We're also going to work on our needle keep today. So what I did, and I'll show you, I was just playing around with it a little bit, and I am going to stitch around and bring it through, so I'll show you that process as I do it. Whoops, it's upside down. So I had a lot of excess here, and I thought I'm just going to roll this up. If you can see, let me move this up a little bit. And you could do this with whatever fabric you use. I'm just going to sew this. I'll probably sew it under like this, just to give the top of it some support. And then I'll flip it up like this. But I want to make sure I have enough to cover my needle keep here. So I'll play around with it. And then I can go, after I stitch that, and then I can go and add whatever I want to the top. So what I think that's what I'm going to do. That's how I'm going to utilize this fabric here. And I don't have a problem with gluing some things down either in here with Fabri-Tac glue, just because, you know, I don't want to be working on this forever. And then I could always add doilies on here. I could do whatever I want, actually. So I'm going to bring this to the sewing machine, and I'm going to make up my pocket. And then what I'm going to do is do right sides together like this. My husband's working out there, so ignore the banging. And then I'm going to zip around and pull it through. So what I did is I stitched this, so you can see. And now I'm playing around with the laces. The laces I sent to you, ladies, I didn't save any for myself, so I had to do some digging through my new ones. And I found this one, and I don't think it could be even a better fit. But what I'm trying to figure out is, because I am going to sew inside out, I'm thinking I might pin this back just a tad bit so this doesn't get stuck. But then it may be nice to have it stitched down as well. It just makes it more secure. I really don't want to use the glue on the old laces, so I think that's what I'm going to use. I'm going to stick that right down there. How cute is that? I absolutely love it. Let me zoom in a little bit. Look at this. It's so pretty. You can see exactly what I was talking about. I have it on this side like this, and I'm going to pin it. I'm also going to leave in my comments the clips I use, because I love them. And then if you see, this is going to be the pocket. So the pocket will look like this. I really like that. I love the old look to it. So I'm going to go stitch this on, and then I'm going to figure out how big I want this pocket to be and do the next part of stitching. Now I stitched all around the edges, and you'll see I have some excess. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go ahead and trim that excess. I'm a little bummed because I stitched, I wasn't able to push this piece in a little further, but you know what? I have the majority of it in there, so I'm okay with that. So you're just going to go ahead and we're going to trim. And I left a space, and I'm hoping it's big enough for me to pull through what I need to do without having to do it all over again, because I'd have to take some stitches out. And anyways, you want to go as close as you can to the where you sewed. My husband is putting cedar shingles on the side of our house, and it's looking gorgeous. Okay, now let's try to pull this through. See, I'm going to trim this. Just because when you don't, you have bulk. When you go to pull. Oh, I hate cutting the old laces. I hate it. I hate it. But you don't want the bulk when you pull it through. What a mess. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to hope we can pull this through that small hole that I created. So what I find too is a chopstick. Chopstick works great to pull the corners in. Now you kind of want to do this carefully, because as we know, this is a very old piece. Oh, I can't believe I didn't leave more room. Oh. So I don't think you guys are going to want to watch me pull this through. So I will pause this. Almost have it. As you can see, it does take a lot of patience. I think that's the pocket that I'm pulling, and I don't want to pull that through yet. All right, here we go. We're hoping for the best here. And then I'll go back and stitch this. But I want to try to get my corners. See, they're in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my trusty chopstick, and I'm just going to poke through these corners like this. And don't worry yet about the inside, because I'm going to show you how to do a stitch to pull it all together. So now I have the cover all complete, and it's puffy. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, because I still have to close this, is I'm going to close this, but I'm just going to do a running stitch all around the edge of this. And this will tack in when I do the signatures, when I sew that, when I sew that down the center. It's nowhere near perfect, but again, I hate measuring things. Probably be better if I did measure things, but I don't. So, yeah. I'll be right back. Now we have our cover done. Perfect? No. But you know what? You want to kind of make it look like it was hand done. So if you open this up, here's the back. You open this up, and there's your pocket inside. And it was hard to make this, to sew this piece on. So then once you have your pieces, which we're going to trim this down, we're going to sew them in, and it'll look like this. If I really wanted to, I could actually take this and stitch this around the edges, and it matches. It's kind of cool because it matches this color really well. So I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to do that. And it might just make everything pop if I do. Oh boy. What do you think? Let's move this out so you can see. Now, what do you guys think? Do I border it with this? Or do I just leave it be? I really am undecided, but it might make it look a little more even if I do that. Let me know in the comments. And if I do that, I'm wondering if I should be doing it as well on this side. You let me know in the comments what you think. Also, if you're interested in my packs here, the 8-ounce packs, charm packs, this is quite a bit of fabric. Pop me an email and I will weigh 8 ounces of fabric and ship it your way. And I believe you'll get 95% of the authentic feed sack bags. But like I said, some of them I couldn't tell, and some of them she did leave strips on that said the company. So if you don't mind having a mix, 8 ounces, $25, and probably only a couple of dollars shipping because it's only 8 ounces, and I can put these in a little small envelope padded envelope, or whatever they're called. So I'd say it won't be more than $3 or $4 to ship. And for fabric, that's an amazing deal. And if you'd prefer larger pieces, you let me know. If you prefer me to coordinate some of the colors so they coordinate all together, I can do that for you. You just tell me what you'd like. If you want more pinks, if you want more blues, greens, just keep in mind there's a lot of yellows. So what I'll do is certain ones that like a yellow, I'll incorporate with maybe a pink or a green. Oops, send me an email at The Crafty Corner by Lisa. You have a fantastic day. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye for now.